Good afternoon, everybody. We are back in Indianapolis. We fixed a few, well, let's call them what they are, blind guy idiot typos. Just, I was holding the map wrong and did some geography errors, which somebody listening last night pointed out when they were like, "You're going west to where?" And so we were able to fix things. All it required was a small adjustment. We have train service to Wabash and Lafayette from last night. And now we've got to hook up Terre Haute and Effingham. All right, let's see what we got to do. Passenger service into the city comes through here. Yes, so it's got to cross over. Do we have any easy or cool ways to do that? Nope, just a straight bridge. Okay. Any of this going to impact us later for bringing in? I don't think so. How about here? Ooh, we could use this to get the freight over. Yeah, we could. That'll give us a chance to cross under itself and get up here. And that'll get us to the other side of the passenger. Is there a passenger service going to come up this way at all? I don't think so. I mean, I have no idea when we're going to hook up these cities. I mean, that might not be for till after World War II or before. I don't know. I mean, the short answer is just lines everywhere, but you know, we have so much stuff to work on. There's just no need for it. But we do know that right now we need to get Terre Haute and Effingham hooked up. All right, let's see. You know, we could have taken a ride on this guy over this bridge. This was a nice move, doing this as a not really a bridge and not really a viaduct. I mean, it's definitely a viaduct, but you know, winter runoff or the rainy season fills up the retention pond down here. Sort of look, but it breaks up the scenery. And that's a big thing, you know, we don't want everything to look cookie cutter. Okay, well, where's your freight service coming, your passenger service coming? I think we're just gonna come right off of here. Once we're out of the city, let's just do a straight crossover. All right, and then here we are in Terre Haute. Where is Effingham? It's down here. So it looks like we're gonna have a pass-through station. I guess so. Let's get rid of this. We'll put it in back here. Buildings. The pass. Yeah, pause the game so you don't get. All right, passing tracks 2. We have a tree preference? No. We certainly don't need that many tracks. We are going with a bus stop. Standard signage. And really, there's only the one stop here. Okay. Do you need a second stop in case somebody's coming in from here to here on a little inner city shuttle? No, because by that time they'll be using tracks 1 and 2. This really puts you outside of town if you put it back here. Yeah, I would love to put it right in the middle of some of these. Oh, we've done that on enough of them. All right, check your ground. We're a bit sloped here. All right, what if we put the station right here? We only lose one more building. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. And how far out's this going to go? Just to there. I mean, that covers almost all the town. If you put it over here, and you are getting a lot of coverage with this thing. Yeah, that's why I'm definitely leaning towards doing something like this. Because, I mean, that's the whole town. Well, then all these people are backed up to the station. Yeah, I know, I understand. Just, it gives us a huge chunk of coverage. Are you saying you're never going to run a bus? Well, I'm just saying we don't need to. The people can get to the station. Yeah, that's one of those things with catchment that I'm not a big fan of. I like seeing the buses in the cities. Because first off, even if the city, there's going to be some local money coming in. And, you know, the beauty of local bus service is that it's a trickle. You know, let's say even if it just makes you a couple grand a month, that's a couple grand steady income when, you know, the ships and planes and the trains might have a gap year. You know, they might have come in every, 8 months, and now you're in that odd period where they just don't click up. Or worse, they hit every 13 months, and then you have a year where you don't have any service at all. But, this at least gives you something coming in. Well, as long as you get your money build up, like we are right here. Yeah, we had a problem down at a junction that we have to go fix, south of Huntsville. Look, if you put this here, you're still gonna have to run the bus. Yeah, and the bus can just make a loop around town. Well, this will cut down on the amount of train pollution, especially when the freight trains come. That's a good point. Yeah, you can't make these into train station, freight station stops, because there's no modification of them after they're built. Okay, so let's get our little bus service route going. We're doing bus? Oh yeah, we're definitely doing bus. We got to. So we're just gonna do a small loop around town. And just hook people up. If the town gets bigger, if this part stretches out, who knows what'll happen. Alright, new line. Don't say cinema, we've all heard that joke too many times. And 4. Alright, hello Angus. What brings you here, puppy? Where is your puppy cam? We still haven't gotten it. That's such a shame. We could all watch Angus walking around. Today was him and his buddy Bailey. Hello, puppy girl. They both got butcher bones today. And can't you type and talk about dogs at the same time? I can type, just not accurately at the same time. Yeah, so it's a big exciting day in Puppy Mudville here. Alright, let's do some festoonages. Give us sand. You gotta put your tracks in first. If you don't put the tracks in, you'll have nothing to build up to. Alright, I hear you. Alright. We gotta put a bridge here. Yeah, it's a shame. What about a tunnel? I mean, there's nothing saying we can't have a passenger tunnel. It might look a little cooler. Alright, let's check it out. Give me a tunnel 3 down. And then the game's gonna say you can't have it. Damn it, man. Come on, just give us that. Nope. Alright. Go 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make it a very small tunnel. Just across here. I thought you went down 4. I thought I did too. Try it over here. It's gonna let you pop it down. No, it's not. Alright, try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. No way. Okay, try 5. Collision again. There you go. You got yourself a tunnel. Okay, now how do we make this cool? Well, for starters, let's get rid of the... Let's just bring it right up alongside here as easily as we can. How about you? There you go. Look at you. All designing trains and stuff. See, that's an ugly turn there. What's our angle? See, you're not getting any better. Yeah, that's getting uglier. And that's not really very much hidden, is it? No, I mean, it's just... Well, it's not a bridge. Come on, grab one. There you go. Wow, that is so not a 120 by any means. Yeah, we shouldn't be losing this much speed just to go down a simple. Have you tried building from the end? I mean, we don't have a lot of room here to build. All right, let's. I mean, are we experimenting or decorating here? See, I can't take any of this stuff out. All right, we'll do this. Put a little stub here. Okay, now take this out. Now work from that stub piece. Right there. And there you are. Just a little bit of a turn. Okay, now come up from there. I mean, you're still losing on that slope. Yeah, but this is much nicer looking. You know, this is... You got that shadow hole thing over here. Yeah, you know what's going to cover that up is the signal. There won't be a signal here. Yeah, that's right. So... nothing's going to cover it up. Alright, well, let's get into town. Let's get out of town first. Alright, here's our track coming out. Gotcha. Here's this puppy. Let's bring our ladder down. Come on. And track 2. Why do we hook these up? We're not using them. Well, because one day we will. The other reason we're hooking them up is that the game wants to put trains there. And if we use them, that increases the chance of some error happening that we didn't want. Sounds like the reason not to put them there. Yeah, no. But we're doing it anyway. Alright, 120. How close are you to down here? You're getting maybe a little too close. Let's see if we can close the deal here. 52. Yeah, that's horrible. You gotta love the never-ending spammer phone calls and the nonsense they try and spew. I mean, it's just pathetic. Yeah, there have been several of them that have actually been arrested and put in jail. Well, not enough. Yeah, no. The thing they have to do, like every other petty criminal, is just use technology to shut down the bulk of the operation. Wow, this just gets horrible and horrible, doesn't it? Yeah, you know, if we have a bridge, we wouldn't have this. Now it just... You know, and if you have a bridge, you would see it when you're driving. Let's just put a bridge in. We'll just go with the bridge. Alright. Where's the soonest we can come out of here? Somewhere around here. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and... something like this. I mean, that's almost 100. Yeah. Alright, now, give us a bridge over here. Go 3 high. 1, 2, 3. And then we told you can't make it. I know. Now go 4. And then say to yourself, you know, if you took the first bridge down, you're on a slope. Come over here to this side. Any color choices for bridge, anybody? Always open to suggestions. But for right now, we'll go for... Ooh, look at that. I know it made it. That was unexpected. Weird. No, it's like we've done these before or something. Yeah, that was just pure luck. See, this is why we didn't do the bridge. Way too long. And see, it doesn't want to come down for some reason. Alright, we'll come across here. Now see if we can get up to the bridge. Too much loop. Alright, try it over here. Too much slope. Okay, so we'll come back here. Come on, man, grab the bridge. You know where I want to go. Cut out your nonsense. There we go. Out to here. I mean, we know it's a bridge. Yeah, we do. And eventually there'll be a road bridge next to it. So... Now the question is, we bring ourselves in here. 62. It's a harsh curve. Yeah, it is. Is there something else we could do? Let's try this. Where's the town? 95, 91. That's a lot better than 62. Alright, we'll take it. Okay, so we're in town. Yes. Now, where are you going from here? We're going down to Effingham. Alright, where are you putting the station in here? Yeah, I think we're just gonna stick it right across here. Buildings, station, past through, there'll be one track just coming back. Yeah, they don't attach that way. Yeah, you're gonna have to bring it in more. There you go. Excuse me. Now let's get some little bit of better. Let's get a little bit better on the cap. Do you have the whole town? A good chunk of it. Wow. It's a small town. Yeah, but if you feed it, it will grow. I mean, that's... yeah, you're gonna have to run a bus back. Well, it's not that big of a deal. We like running the buses. Yeah. So just give me a stop here as this side grows. Put a stop here. And one right here. This is Effingham. Effingham? Effingham. Effingham. Effingham? Effingham? Who knows which letter they pronounce or emphasize? I mean, that's up to those people. Alright, give us some bus service. Hey, you never bought, I know, I just realized it. We'll be heading back there in a second. Right, new vehicles, passengers, stagecoaches. There you go. Alright, now we've got to get... Wow, these two cities are close. Yes, they are. Not going to be much of a trip between the two of them. Well, there's not even going to be a stop in between the two of them. Go ahead, use your words. Did you make that the main? Yes, you did. Well, people are coming in and turning off, making a stop. Okay, now they're out here. Yeah, fix this then. Give me a loop. A loop it is. Around. Try it again. Don't let go of it this time. Let's get the 50. I think you're hitting down. I mean, you are. Yeah, you're right there at the edge of town. Alright, let's signal this up. One way, US semaphore. Turn off the main. Hit that horn. And come back down here. Okay, now you're back on the main. Okay, what if I stop here? Well, then there's your signal out. And there's your signal in. Well, now you're not a bypass track at all. Yeah, we're not really meant to be. It's just a return. That one has 2 bypass tracks. Okay. I think we might find something different when we get down there. Where is the... Oh, it's all the way over here. You didn't even build the building yet. Yeah, I completely lost my track of what I was doing over here. I'm sitting here talking and I got distracted. I don't see you building a return. Yeah, I don't even know how we're doing that. Well, better think fast. You know, we can do that bridge thing again. I like the way that turned out. You know? Yeah, I swear, man, if we just delete this, it'll let us build it. I'll make this track just a little bit longer and let's see. You're not going to be able to build the track if you don't. Why is it so difficult sometimes to grab that? Ooh, that's not good. Yep. Flatten, little brush, high strength. Take all my money. Oh man, I wish we had a new button right now. That is... that is ugly looking. What were you doing, man? I clicked the button too much. Okay, so you're not getting a bridge option. Alright, let's come up 1. You don't get a bridge option. Come up 2. There's your bridge option. Alright. Which bridge are we doing? Anybody have an opinion? We did the yellow one back there. Alright, we can carry through with that on the side of the tracks. Just, you know, for some type of consistency. Alright, let's see. Can you... Yes. Then over here. Yep. Okay, now here's the part you gotta do. You have to come out and get down onto this. Yeah, too small. You have to come out a little bit more. Thank you, autosave, for always being there at the wrong time. Well, I mean, you've done so much work here so far this episode. If you didn't autosave running, how would you? I don't know, you go back and watch the video. Okay. So you come out of the station, you turn around, you go over the tracks. You gotta get yourself back down. Some symmetry? Yes, we can. Alright, give me some signals. That gets you out of there. This brings you back in. Okay. You're going that way. And you're going that way. Alright. Give me a horn. Alright, now you're here. Yeah, and this one's coming out. We built this one. That one's going in. Yep. That's waiting to go out. Okay. Now you are a single track all this way. Well, yeah, I know. We can do a one-way signal here just to let this guy hold up. If we ever get more than one train, talk to me about having to hold stuff up over here. Okay. This is one way. Yes, it is. Alright, now what? Oh, yeah, the vehicles you never bought. Give us 4. And they go on to bus service in Terre Haute. Okay. Let's do a little bit of decorating. We need, first off, we need the sand. Because we're definitely still using that stuff in this era. There's our sand. Oh man, these are so close, it's not even funny, man. Yeah, I did not. Well, I mean, why don't you move this one over and down here? Because you see, it's already near Collinsville. You know, it's a tight. These are small little towns, man. They're all packed in all over the place right here. All right. And water tower. Alright, that's Effingham. No, it's not. You never connected it up over here. Are you paying attention? I'm trying. I'm busy. Got stuff to do. Making plans. Why are you like so... Because this is level up here. You gotta get up here on this plateau. You knew that when you built a ramp like that. Alright. This definitely does add to the town. You know, and it makes it look like you built a bit of a sunken station. Well, I mean, the station is a little bit sunken. Okay, got your pass-through tracks, so the Effingham train is just going to fly right through here. Okay, let's get our water towers. Add some interest to it. The little towers. Okay. Are we going to go buy 2 trains? Well, we're going to set up a route first. Yeah. Yeah, you should. Alright, Indianapolis. Terre Haute. We call these limiteds. Yeah. Okay. How big are these trains going to be? I don't think they're going to be that big at all. They're just going to be... I mean, if we were still doing the older trains. But we're certainly not putting in 80s. Okay. Find somebody we can copy. I'm wondering if they're going to scream as soon as we put them in. You know. Yeah, this handles 64. Yeah. There's 30 people waiting in Wabash. This one handles... And it's got... Just duplicate them. And this one is the Terre Haute. Alright. She goes on the Effingham line, and she goes on the Terre Haute line. Alright, now we are going to go pick those trains up, and we're taking a ride, because we ride on every new train. Before you waste our time, we know we should get to here without a problem. As long as they go to Indianapolis first, then they're going to cross over. You want to see if we can turn some of this into soil? I might be tempted to do this one. Does that come over too far? It comes over to there. Yeah, that might be too much. Just, let's get this little piece of it. There you go. And there's no way to... Now it wants to go all the way to the tracks. Alright, we'll let it stand. Minutes. Because from here it slides downhill all the way. Alright, we've got bus service set up. We got the train service. We did a little bit of festooning and decorating. Yep. Alright. Take us to this train. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we're taking a train ride. Are we making money yet? We're still in this one loop period. Yeah, we fixed that because we're up 13 right now. Okay, what was the problem? It was, again, one caboose. The trains are so big, the caboose was just enough to block a signal. And it blocked a signal, so eventually, I mean, that's the beauty of the midnight train runs. You know, there's just, it's a while the train's running. And it allows us to see some interesting stuff. She goes. She'll be right on our tail the whole way. All right, next stop, Indianapolis. Bow, 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 bow. It's a great song. Yeah, there's 3 types of jazz. You know, jazz is some wonderful music in jazz. You know, if you want to study jazz, if you want to appreciate some of the music, just look online for a couple of histories of jazz, or watch any old episode of The Cosby Show.
To get you back again, I would do anything at all. I know I'm not innocent. You deserve a better man. Let me just hold your hand once more.
Come on, everybody. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I wanna take you out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Show you what I'm all about.
Oh, oh, oh.
Make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. 'Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. 'Cause we're still sleeping in my head.
Sleeping in my. These are great train songs. Who picked these out? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
There's a new part of me, a part I want you to see. You haven't seen the best of me, I know. You can try to fool yourself.
Come on, snap those fingers.
But you and him will never feel the way we do.
Whoa, oh, oh.
I wanna take you out.
Whoa, oh.
Show you what I'm all about.
Wait all this time for. Whoa, oh, oh.
Make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I
Let's see how this junction looks. Huge train of logs heading down to the tool factory with a stop off at the sawmill. I didn't notice if we got up to 75 or not. Until now I saw we're just at 60. And there's a climb here. There's nothing we can do about this. I mean, every time this, my thing is once we lay the track and we go, okay, we'll take it. It stays. I mean, we've made changes as lines have gotten busier. But we're not just coming back on, we can do better. We gotta have a reason to tear the track up. We've had lots of them in this corridor. But, I am happy with the way this whole thing turned out. Considering the size of these going through here. This is what you want to see. This guy just slugging along, working and racing off to get people to the flea market or to the raceway and the racetrack, wherever they're going in Indianapolis. If you don't look while you're driving by, you completely miss the town. Just like on a rail train. Wonder if that slowdown was us or the track. Clams for the newlyweds. What are we waiting for? Because I'm tired of waiting. Waiting. Crazy. Alright, we gotta go check this out. And here she comes. Is this a long stretch with that? You got a siding right here. Get there when you get there. Here she comes. cargo track should they have crossed overs? I think they do. Yeah, because that's the cargo train coming in from Lexington. Having to cross those tracks to get over to the west side on the bridge here. There we go. Here we don't. Spoke too soon. Yeah. This is fun to watch. Want to watch the trains every once in a while, or the, you know, like, where's the ship? I know there's a ship on here, but there's only one. Actually, I think it's two, but we just never see it. I know, and anytime we've gotten on a ferry and go past a railroad bridge, we don't see a train. It's, you know, it's just the time. She's carrying stone over to the brick factory, the Lexington marble and granite works. I like that we've got a lot of different stuff going on in different directions. You know, we've got trains coming down the mountain, we're going up the mountain to get into the valley. You know, we just had a train turning around going back because, you know, it only went to Louisville. Here we are in Cincinnati. Yeah, that'll be our next thing to work on. Because we need to get Dayton and Columbus, Ohio connected into Cincinnati. Well, we got to get Indianapolis going into Cincinnati. I don't remember. We'll find out. Checklist of things to hook up and connect. You know, it's easy to come up with a huge list of projects we got to do. All right, get your hand clappers ready. It's every 16th. Every other full note. Alright, we're getting ready to turn in. This is the last time these trains will be on that track. Oh no, this is just the siding. Here's our turn in. Yeah, you know, going with the bridge is probably the better choice. It gives us an element out here. You know, tunnels just hide stuff. Yeah, well, too many bridges can be crazy. You know, now would be a good time to check our track assignments. Oh, yeah, that's right. We've got to turn in here. Yeah, let's make sure we've got a proper track assignment. Effingham is here on. Effingham's on 3. Okay, Lafayette. look at the screen. Don't forget your timings. Alright, Lafayette's on 6. So we got Wabash and Terre Haute. Wabash, she's on 4. So we got 3, 4, 6, and Terre Haute's on 5. So everybody's on a separate track. Great. Where are you going to put the train to Cincinnati? Right out here. On track 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll be on track 7. So you don't go from here to Chicago. Yeah, that's Cincinnati goes to Chicago. That's our major city in this marketplace. Yeah, but I mean, I imagine our trains from Indianapolis to Chicago. Yeah, but we have to go over all these mountains. Alright. Okay, we got to get into our station. And then we're going to do our loop and cross back over the tracks. The station's looking beautiful. We got people waiting. People. Hey, not bad. Full train would be better. Well, I mean, yeah, full train plus 100 people left on the platform would be even better. Perfect. Alright, now we'll make our loop. I haven't the timing on this one down right. I appreciate the song too much. It's got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, we could easily be clapping to this one too. That like a fine Swiss watch, clockwork orange maybe. Only if they bang on it. All right, here we go. Let's watch our speeds. Pass-through. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about that at all. It turned out nice. We should have the town road up on the other side. I mean, you think I'll get that big? Cool. A little helping hand. When we come back through, we'll do that. When we come back with the train that's supposed to actually go there, the Terre Haute Limited, we'll do it then. Oh, whoa, 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 what are you doing? You are going to the wrong station, buckaroo. Okay, back me out of here. Backing up. Drop it right here. Put it on a real platform. .3. Go check this one while you're here. She's on 3. Okay. Alright. Now let's go back to F. There you go. See, that's why we ride these things. Well, you know, you just paid attention when you did the track placement. We have a full crowd here. Is this 100 people? We have 100. That is outrageous. How many people are in the town? 200. This town blew up in size. See, that's the bus service. You know, if people can get around your town, that's fine, but if they can do it with public transportation, you get a bonus to that. You know, this song might be a little rough in this mix. You'll have to check that out. Alright, now where do we go? Don't hit the bumper. Seeing that water tower close to the road just reminds me of just like so many places that you drive around New America. We're like just right off the highway and the train track areas. You know, a couple factories in downtown with the schools. You know, the municipal building, working the county building, everything's just right there. It is definitely small town America. Let's discuss this, because I mean this doesn't continue all the way across. Maybe you do a let's do a boulevard. That'll give us some. Will that allow buildings on here? If a building goes in, it should raise the ground up. How do we do enough space?
What I feel now. Been biting my tongue for a while. The words just wanna come out. I'm too afraid to be rejected. It's so expected. I feel like I'm out of my mind, but I know I can't deny you. I am so alienated. Sitting on planet X.
That is quite the bump there, man.
I'm becoming the person I've hated. Wonder what will happen next.
See, we just give it a little more. Now use the shift key.
It's like a charge around us that just
There you
feels
go.
right. Can't get my head around it. I can never hit the brakes. Every time you touch me, babe, you send me right out into space.
Now we encourage people to come over here to this side of town.
You send me right out into space. Space, right into space. I'm not the kind of person who is sentimental. But this thing is making me soft, giving into my damn heart. It feels like I am losing my grip, going crazy. 'Cause this doesn't make any sense. You're broken down all my defenses. No way back to the old me. When I'm stuck here on planet X,
Click the buy button next time. There you go.
I'll become the person I've hated.
Yeah, there you go.
Wonder what will happen
Encourage some development over here.
Yeah, I
See, if this was City Skylines, we'd have a pedestrian walk bridge across here. Yeah. What's the size of these things? It's funny that you think of that now. We've been placing these all over the Louisville National Area. I never thought about it until just now because you can't add a building to these. So, yeah, these are definitely, you know, size restricted stations. Yeah, Oof is right, man. See me later when you decide to get rid of these things. Well, I mean, it's just, you're going to have to put in more platforms. You can't put in a more platform. You got to tear the whole station down. If you click expand, it doesn't expand it anyway. Yeah, is right, buddy. Huh. You gonna run the horse and garage over there? Yeah, here we are. I mean, we're here. We want this part of town to grow. Give me a second bus stop here. New line. Bus 1, 2, and 3. There you go. Alright, now this is bus Terre Haute. I'm gonna spell it right this time. Terre Haute. No, how about that word? There you go. Alright, let's just put a couple on there. 5 vehicles. 2, 3, 4. Give the place some character. Alright, get back on the train we're riding on. Effing. Hey, here she comes. Make sure she goes down over the bridge. Can't tell if she's moving or not. She's still parked there. When's she gonna move? She's not waiting for us, is she? I think she's moving. Man, we are crawling out of here, are we not? Yeah, we are. Okay. Yeah, ouch is right. Well, your only other option is to make the route longer. Come here. You gonna do a spiral? No. Let's see what our options are. That's the main line. It's the main freight line. When's she gonna start to slow down? Right there. Well, let's try and clean that up a little bit. We are losing way too much speed there. So when do you want to go around to all these stations? How much did this thing make? 233K. And they're going to be loss leaders. Well, I mean, if you continue to lose money, just make it one train. Hits here, goes here, comes back, comes over. But let's try and make it a better turn here. Nope, you're out of stormy seas, buddy. You're in open water. But let's try doing this. I make it build a bridge over here, maybe. Well, I mean, we can't have a train doing 20. Alright, well, let's build the bridge here. 2, 3. Up, 2, 3. No, still not there. Quite frankly, I was watching that train go by, and I wanted to click the no button. A little bit of asymmetry. That's not very good, is it? No, it's not. Is anybody on the track? No, they're not. Okay, well, let's get rid of it. I wonder why she's going so slow. 61 and 62, 79. That gives you an 80 and a 112. Yeah, I know. Isn't it weird that it's... I mean, we'll take it. Let's see her climb out and see how she does. We can watch her take the little crossover this time. Yes, we can. Hey, to the people that have currently tuned in, thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here. If you have any comments, suggestions, questions, feel free to chime in. You know, we're playing Mississippi River hard mode, plus it's a custom map with a whole bunch of extra settings on top of hard mode to increase the challenge and the difficulty of the game. You know, here we are, episode 48, and I mean we're barely scraping by and continuing to grow as we go along. You know, there's none of that get $1 billion in the bank nonsense. You know, we've got the difficulty and the costs stretched up quite a little bit using the game settings that they gave us with the spring 2022 patch. And then just to add to the challenge, we're single track everywhere. Obviously we have switchings and sidings and we have stations, but you know, the main track is single track everywhere. If you see two tracks side by side for a distance, one's passenger, one's freight, because that's another challenge that we gave ourselves. The passenger lines and freight lines don't meet, and as soon as electric comes out, that's the thing we have to do across the entire map. We electrify the entire passenger system at once. And if we don't have enough money to do it, then, well, that'll be an episode. It's just doing the electrification. We'll do some beautification at the same time, but that's not going to be till... When do we electrify? Before the war or after the war? I think after the war. Okay. Okay. We're looking for speed improvements here. I mean, we're already doing better than we were before. Do we keep gaining? We're about the same. You already built the bridge. Yeah, I know. I mean, you can keep them here in anticipation of future traffic. Well, we took out the one chunk down here, though. I mean, if it was worse, you know, then I was going to be able to get rid of it. But, I mean, it's not. Okay, full trim. What's this? Is this one that gives us like 75 grand? 232. Oh, well, I mean, we can't complain. We ain't making money. We can complain about that. Well, making the train smaller ain't going to make us any more money. I mean, we're full. Well, okay, but look at all this time we're spending here. Yeah, that's part of the challenge. You know, with also, there is no Deus Ex Machina. Cosmonaut mode. No Deus Ex Machina, no space flipping. You know, the trains have to go and do a turnaround. It is not as easy as some people, you know, try and say, it's a piece of cake. Really? Well, then go do it. You know, every one of these trains is having to spend time over on the, you know, a loop to get back around. That increases, you know, their time, which means it increases their well, their costs are the same, but their overtime revenue is lower because they don't deliver passengers or freight as often. You know, they're spending time doing this maneuver. I don't know, I'm tempted to keep the bridge. Yeah, I am too. Send the trains each way. Do you think those two cities are going to grow up, that they're ever going to have multiple trains? I don't know. I mean, there's a possibility of any city growing up, especially if we start feeding it freight. Well, we already bought it and we ain't getting our money back. Yeah, just go hook it up. I mean, there's a crowd. Yeah. Let's, is there anybody on the train? No, there's not. Okay, let's put a signal down then. You can go out that way. And we're going to bring you back in this way. There you go. Coming in, going out. Alright. You had another bad year. Ticket revenue is way down. We might have somebody jammed up somewhere. Well, are you gonna go fix it, or are you playing games here in Terre Haute? I think we're kind of good here. Yeah, she's going up that way. Let's see if we could not lose any speed. 58, 57. Oh yeah, that's worlds better. Yeah, because she's not having to wait for the other extreme length. So, alright, well then it was a win then. It's going to increase our turnaround by quite a sizable chunk there. Alright. Check our freight numbers. 82 mil. Okay, can't complain. Yeah, but at 82 mil we should have made a profit. What did we do? Well, we were working around with the tracks. It's 83 mil, we made 9. How's our vehicle maintenance going up by 5 mil? These 2 new trains? Yeah, 2 new trains don't cost 5 mil. Okay, well let's see if we can get from Cincinnati to Indianapolis. Have we built that train yet? No, we have not. Alright, what do we call the trains out of Cincinnati? Indianapolis. Track 6. No, track 7. Because these are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Track 7. Track 7. Alright. We're going to call this the Ohio. You almost forgot how to spell Indianapolis, didn't you? Yes, I did. Ohio, Indianapolis. It's got a name, though. What's the name? Is it Explorer? No, it's Excursion. You don't have 2 spaces in there? Nope, just 1. Okay. Alright, then we need a train. Yeah, how big of a train you putting on this? I guess we'll do a 5 for right now. What do we have in the station? Yeah, we don't have a lot of people going to either of these places. And I think we can yank one of these off. Yeah, this guy's a total loser line. Alright, let's find one of them. She's heading into Cincinnati with 42 people. Okay. So we're going to follow her. Where is she? Oh, she's about to pull into Cincinnati. You're going to change it, you better change it now. Okay, do we lose these people? I don't know. But we're going to find out. These people are all going to get into Cincinnati. Yeah, then after this, it'll come into a different platform. Why aren't you running 12 track? Where do you see 12 tracks in real life? Well, even you got to deal with the game's economy and scale and size and all that fun stuff. Yes, you do. Alright, we're dropping people off, for which we've collected old money. And now, oh, we might have collected nothing. Alright. Head to Indianapolis. Alright, this will be first. Well, I mean, obviously, we took all the trains out this way. Yeah, but where is this thing going? Is this thing going down into... No, it's going to loop and go back out. And then there should be a small branching Y up there. Should you just go this way? Yeah, that's not a short distance, man. That's all the way out to here. Or, yeah. Alright, let's just make sure she's going to turn that way. She's coming up here. And now she gets to here. And she does have a branch she can take. Okay. Who is this? She's carrying... She's not carrying a full load of stone. Oh. This one's heading to the quarry. How much is waiting at the quarry? 91. Are there any others of this guy not carrying a full load? Have we oversaturated the market here? She's heading to the quarry. And the last one? She's got... That's 9208. That one has a full load. I don't know, could just be timing fluke. Okay, we're on the express track in Cincinnati. We should be heading out. Well, we gotta head up. Did you purposely put all these towns in depression holes? No, I didn't. It's just the way the game... You know, I had this conversation earlier. Crowbar was asking about the cities and where they were, how they were placed, and you know, the map is based on, you know, the actual Mississippi River, and there's a bunch of USGS maps that I imported for different sections to try and, you know, match things to some extent. But then you just run into scale issues. You know, if you drop things down to the scale of, you know, real world numbers, the map's flat. There we go. First train to go this way. And if you blow them up to scale, you know, it requires a bit of massaging. The thing that you want to get is you want it to look like or inspired by. You're looking for realistic. You're not looking for true to life. You know, it's you're dealing with a paintbrush, you know. This is not a pipe. I believe that sums up the entire conversation right there. Next is definitely freight. Do you know which freight, who, where? No, I don't. I mean, part of the problem is we have to figure out what's available. You know, because we're not going back to the original map. The original map has all the cities and the factories on it. And of course the factories are dynamic. I've just paused the dynamic because we want, you know, we want the iron untouched. You know, don't want the iron showing up next to a steel mill. Oh, that's right, we said we were going to work on iron next. Well, because we're going to Chicago next. Well, what else do we have to do in this area? I think you got to hook up those two stations to Cincinnati. Dayton and Columbus. Okay, so you bring Dayton and Columbus in. And then, is that it for passenger service in Cincinnati? It is for now. Yeah, definitely it is for now. Okay, then what happens? Well, I would think that, hey, first train to come into track 7. Let's see how many passengers we got. Out of 80? Well, we might have overbought with this train. I see 1. 1 says you've overbought. 2, 3, 4. What do you got? 8 people? Maybe 10? 7. Jeez. I think you overbought with this 80-seat train, man. Yeah, I think we did. The question is, do you break it down to 2 40-passenger trains? Well, I already said that we need a train to go to Dayton and to Columbus. So we can allocate 4 of these cars over there easily. And then just buy more later if we ever need them. Why is this guy waiting? What's this guy waiting for? How'd you get jammed up in here? Because you don't have a relief signal. And they want to get over there. Well, damn it. Yeah. And look at you, you're now running negative. Because you're in a slump season. Oh, that's a horrible slump. There's got to be something jammed up somewhere. Yep, and look at you. You had borrowed money and never repaid. How did we do that? I didn't even know. I didn't even check. I know. You did something. Did we do something during the midnight train that we bought money for something? I don't know why you would have bought any money. I mean, we're rolling in it. Okay. We got to fix this. $8 million loan. You should be ashamed of yourself. I am. Really am. Okay. This guy needs to get out of here. And he's thinking he can only do it here. So we are going to... We're going to put some track in. To here. Okay, now we are going to get rid of this track. Yeah, because this lets us put a signal in here. Okay, now they're going to pull up here, make sure there's enough room. I hope so. Look at that, cleared itself up. I know. Okay, where is this guy? They're heading back. Well, you better find those broken freight trains, buddy. I'm pretty sure I know exactly where they were, because I have a note here that says, go to the Birmingham, not Birmingham, go to the, Birmingham. Go to the Birmingham switch yard and fix it. That was the note for the start of this session. Why didn't you take us there? Well, because the title of the episode was Indianapolis Passenger Service. So I did the first thing on the list, but the more important, there's a blockage somewhere on the third thing on the list. Hey, we'll get to it. We get to it. You know, as long as they're making money, it'll pull us back out of this. You know, it's not like we have an overdrive limit. Yeah, but where you got to be careful is if you're not making money. Well, yes, we all understand that. I mean, we've been down 40 mil. All it took was deleting 1 or 2 freight wagons. You know, you take out a freight wagon and all right. Has it gotten any better? Yeah, it's gotten much better. Maybe you can pay off that loan while you're paying attention here to how much better things are getting. Man, that is a horrible year. Yeah, now you're down 6. Yeah, this better flip over. I mean, I understand being off cycle here. But you don't go from 82 to 52. Somebody's broke somewhere. Are we gonna go fix it? Come on, just make a couple more deliveries. I mean, if you take us up to 70 or so, then we'll know we're back out of the fluke. Come on. Nope. Come on, you hit 60, keep going. See, costs are still rolling in. Yeah. It's, no, now you slam back down again. You gonna make it over 70? Well, we're gonna see how many people are down here. There you go, 70. Alright, can we get to 80? Let's see how much money we make off this guy. Well, let's call it almost nothing. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's say we got 25, 30 people, 25 people. Alright, 62,000 with 7. You picked up 34. So that means you'll make 300,000 going back. Get the loan paid off. It's very dangerous to have that loan be in a hiccup stage, because you can't recover back out of it. Hey, to the people that joined this afternoon, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. If you have any questions, any comments, suggestions about anything, feel free to let me know. We are currently, I mean, we got up to 82 mil. Yeah, we're doing good. We can't have another one of those 59s again. Yeah, obviously. So we're back to the 3 mil loan that we had. Yeah, we shouldn't have any loan. We should be, you know, like whatever we're doing, we completely eliminated our safety buffer. Yeah, you did. You know, if you keep writing checks at the bank here on your business account, they take the money out of your CDs, and then they charging you transactional fees. Yeah, thank you for that. It's a tough play. So we can switch over to Angus cam right now. What you would see is an Angus sleeping on the floor. And that's about all you'd see. Because they're sleepy puppies and they were given a bone earlier. Fortunately, all that did was encourage them to just sit around. Yeah, see, we're dropping back down again. You're gonna have to fix this, man. Yeah, you know what this means? We're gonna have to start hugging the bank balance and getting another couple of freight trains on here. Well, you only got 34 people on here. So, you want to sell this off? I mean, we're not broke. So, I mean, if push comes to shove, I can always, you know, we can always trim a couple of cars back. we're not going to get that much money the more time goes on. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Alright, well, definitely freight service next. That's... Where are you that you're only doing 16? That's coming out of here. Okay, well, let's... She's doing good. Alright, so we have... well, we don't have Columbus and... Yeah, we don't have Columbus and Dayton hooked up. That's going to require running a line out of here. Yeah. Around here, this part's pretty easy. So far, this is pretty easy. I would stay well clear of this because you know there's going to be a lot of freight traffic over here. Yeah, no, I get you. So stay over here to the left. Alright, I would hug this here. Now you're up here. Alright, we're in this valley. I would stay on this tree line. And here's Dayton. And then Columbus is right here next to it. Is this just one town? How far are they from each other in real life? Well, we're going to find that out. Columbus to Dayton. Columbus to Dayton is 72 miles. So yeah, your representation here is too close. Well, I mean, we can move Columbus over a little bit. We can do that in... we can do that with the editor. Just move Columbus over and connect to it up here. Yeah, I would say you should do that because these are just going to blend together to turn into one city. And then we're just going to wind up feeding them with one station. I mean, is that what you want? Well, I mean, how many people live in those two cities? I'm pretty sure they'd be good-sized cities. Ohio, population 2022 by city. Let's see. So Cincinnati, of course, the largest. No, it's not. It's Columbus, 929,000. And then Cleveland, 360. Cincinnati, 311. Toledo, Akron, Dayton at 136. Where is his numbers from? No, 2020 census. Columbus is the largest. Columbus is the largest, huh? Yeah. So I would move Columbus over because any future growth, you know, we're gonna. You know why this is the city that was in the. Okay, you got to remember these. We're still dealing with the 1850 and 1860 census, and the question you just asked is what's going on in 2022. Okay, yeah, that's 150 years later. Well, 140, 137 years later. You know, it's quite a bit of time. Okay, so we need to move Columbus over. We'll put it near the farm. Okay, just fix it. I mean, it may have looked fine when you were doing all the. Hey, you know, I'm sure it got to a point where I just didn't. There was just so much on this map. You know, this is just insanity. This amount of stuff on here, and we're connected on all of it. Passenger and freight. Yeah, and on our first tour around here, we never came into Cincinnati. You know, it's the 5th of the 4 largest cities on the map in the 1850-1860 period. So, yeah, it's just... I wonder if we could find a Google article. Why did... You know what? Let's try it. I bet you there is. Do you think there has to be? I mean, there's a Google search will give us, you know, anything we're looking for. Okay, why did Columbus grow bigger than Cincinnati? Why is Columbus by far the largest city in Ohio, but is behind him what? But is behind Cincinnati and Cleveland when contrasting the three relatively equal-sized markets. Oh, that's an interesting and complex question. I mean, comparing the market size. Well, in the 50s, many people throughout the U.S. are moving to cities in the surrounding suburbs. Yes, we know that, and the executives of all the railroads that we're replicating in this game know it, because they overbought passenger service, thinking people coming back from the war were going to ride trains everywhere and not want to buy a car. Cleveland was already surrounded by existing suburbs, while Columbus was surrounded by more rural areas. Columbus had an area less than 40 square miles. Columbus was able to expand its area. Oh, there you go. So, here's a separate article. Annexation and Meir Sensenbrenner, the story of how Columbus grew to be the largest city. Oh, look at that. So apparently this is it's an issue people have asked before. How Columbus grew to be the largest city in Ohio. Yeah, so apparently it's not only largest by population, it's largest by geographical area. Feel free to look up Jacksonville and Dade County. Do you mean Duval County? Yeah, I mean Duval County. Because you know it's Miami-Dade. That's a clue to help you remember which one's which. How about the fact that you worked at their building? You know, you did work for the Miami-Dade County Police Department. Yeah. It's Duval. Jacksonville and Duval. Okay, so note for tomorrow, move Columbus over. Okay. And then this way we'll allow it opportunity to grow. Because we're not going to lose, I mean, if Columbus grows, we're not going to lose Dayton and rename it as a suburb. The distance in real life is too far. Okay. I mean, we're only on episode 48 of your own map. Do you think we should have found all these bugs and mistakes that you caused by now? We should have, except for one thing. Like I said, we haven't been in this portion of the map. The map is so big, and there's just so much stuff going on. Well, you know, this is sort of the answer we gave the couple people that asked for this map. Yeah, they were like, hey, you're going to release the map and stuff? It's like, yeah, I will when it's done. I mean, just because I'm playing on it doesn't mean it's done. You know, and honestly, any map that somebody puts out, it's very easy for you to go around and delete the tracks and the bridges and the roads and stuff, and then, you know, the cities will shrink. And then you can start back over. Wow, you can see those poor. How many people are waiting down there? Literally no one for all the money you spent on that port. Well, I'm glad we continue to sink money into the Mississippi River. How much are we losing right now on? Do we have any unnamed routes? Look for line. Nope, we're good. Yeah. Water. I mean, it's teasing us that it could make money right there. But it is getting close. What's this guy doing? The Evansville Ferry. Does she do for no, she just does passenger service. Okay, we got to start making plans to move on from Ohio. Well, what did you build here? The Coliseum? I you couldn't have made this any smaller? I mean, we can see it from space up there. Okay, what do we need to move on from here? How about more than one person on that train? Wait, which train is that? That's from Nashville. There's not two, there is two trains on that line. You know what? One of those is going to become our train to... if we had some cash, I would say we'd almost build the track to Dayton right now. Because it's... the hardest part is going to be, what do we do in here? Well, I mean, the track could curve in and... yeah, that's not going to work. You're going to have a bridge. Have a bridge and then curve down to here. Or spiral around. Well, then put it in here. Put a bridge here. Spiral over onto here. That gets you out. And then when you come back around, you can hop off of here, grab the bridge and go back over. And then you're on here and you follow this ridge line all the way around and get yourself across here and out. It'll be more interesting up here than down on the flat. Well, there's nothing on the flat. There will be a lot of freight traffic through here, and there'll be the airport. So I don't think we have any shortage of stuff that's going to happen in here. Okay, so then come across here. Watch out for that. Yeah, I don't know what we'll be doing there. But, so do you come down here? I would think at some point maybe angle. You get across here, you hit the trees, you're back up over here, and then you're in Dayton. And then you can branch off from here to Columbus. Okay. Are you going to let the Dayton and Columbus serve each other? I think like any other city later on. Okay. So that's all we got to do to leave this area. I mean, we got to start working on freight. Yeah, but you don't have the money for it. Well, we're not just going to sit idle and rack up $100 million. No, you're not. But what are you going to do? Well, okay. Next episode, Dayton and Columbus, and we're going to scavenge these existing trains that we overbought. How did you overbuy them? Well, I was clicking the maintenance button and I cloned them. And now we're stuck with them. And I left them run just in case they would, you know, build up demand in some way. And as you can see, they have not. Like, here's one to Louisville. She's not making it. Yeah, these passenger trains are... You know, in other places on the map, you have been really aggressive with, you know, the number of passenger cars per train. What happened over here? Well, we had too much money in the bank. And because there was too much money in the bank, I was like, hey, let's spend it. So now we have to do some micromanagement on these train lines. Okay. I mean, that says you don't need a lot of cars. So, and we've still got other train lines out here to hook up. Specifically, 2 more. Alright, is every other city hooked up? Effington's hooked up. Terre Haute's hooked up. Collinsville's by ferry. These guys are all on the Rock Island line. Lafayette and Wabash got hooked up yesterday. Okay, but there's still Fort Wayne. Yeah. Fort Wayne is a bit of an enigma. Because what? Well, yeah, that is a good question. Is that even supposed to be Fort Wayne? Well, I mean, the way it's placed, you know, Cincinnati, Dayton, Columbus. You know, those are backwards. No. I thought I moved them to fix that. Dayton should be over here. That's how I had it initially. Well, why did you move it? Because this is Cincinnati. Okay, I'm looking at a map. I'm looking at an aerial map of the Ohio. It's going north and then northeast is Dayton, and then you go further out and it's Columbus, which says, you know, Dayton should be like here for what you're talking about, and then Columbus is up here. So you should really make this Columbus, move Dayton down here. You know, just to give you that's too close. Well, how far is Dayton to Cincinnati? Dayton to Cincinnati. Dayton to Cincinnati is 54 miles. Yeah. And then Dayton to Columbus is 71. So the distances are close, but it's further to get out up here to Columbus. Well, I mean, yeah, this is a bit of a distance, but you'll make no money because of crow flies traffic. So, I mean, you could put Dayton here and leave Columbus where it is. Well, except Columbus is over to the right. So you could put Dayton here and then move Columbus over. I can do that. And you're doing a lot of work. Well, you know, if you'd paid attention. So I have 2 assistants to help me do this stuff. And at one point I said, hey, could you people come here and stand next to me with a map? And as I'm reading out directions, tell me how it is. And everybody thought, well, that's boring. So yeah, I probably zoned out looking at the maps for hours because it took me several days to lay out all these city names. I'd be working on one and then it would change. Well, you know what you could have done? You could have laid down a big stretch of railroad track and called it like a state border. You know, because railroad tracks are like dashed, and that's how state borders look on maps. And it's like, that is such a genius idea. I know, if you'd have done it. Well, we can fix this. Okay, so now where's Fort Wayne in relation to this stuff? Well, Fort Wayne is over towards Gary. See, you're over here in Ohio, and like you're out askew. Like this is the way stuff's going, but the map is like this. You know, oh, that's what the problem was. Yep. So this should not be Fort Wayne at all. Well, I mean, what should be in line between Cincinnati and Chicago? Well, first off, that line doesn't go north, it goes northwest. It would be Indianapolis and then Lafayette. And what do we have now? Well, I mean, from here, there's Indianapolis, there's Lafayette. So, I mean, if you'd use a really big pencil, like about this wide, and went across here. Okay, but then that doesn't get me to Chicago. No, it does not. Well, now's your chance, man, before I start putting cities in here to fix this. What do you want me to fix? Your map is broken. It's a representation. It's not supposed to be accurate. You know, chat, help me out here. I need name suggestions for towns. Why don't you just give them no names? No names, huh? What the hell's a no name? I don't know. Something. Something. Let's check. Hey, Crowbar, you awake?
Yeah, I'm here.
So my Fort Wayne has to move.
It does.
Yeah, because I have Fort Wayne north of Dayton and Columbus, which is correct, but it's west of them instead of east, and it's not. There's not a direct line from Cincinnati to Chicago. Like
Wait a minute. Fort Wayne is in Indiana,
yes,
and Columbus and Dayton are in Ohio.
yes. And when we were talking about moving Wabash and stuff around, we never looked at Fort Wayne over here. I've got Fort Wayne sitting to, if you draw a straight line between Cincinnati and Chicago,
Okay.
it's already messed up with Indianapolis. It's just, and I figured out what it is because all I did was just look at the map and go, wait, the game map is turned like this. Oh, that works perfect. It's this angle right here like this, and you go, oh yeah, this makes lots of sense. This is how the world looks. But when you turn it back to north and south orientation, it's
like, ooh, no, that's not right.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I gotta figure out what to move. I mean,
All right. Let me. I got a couple of things in my.
how's your game going?
It's going okay. It's going all right. You know, it's just collect stuff, bring it back, see what you got. Found a couple of 100-round magazines for the my AKs. Haven't found any. I'm still looking for a goldarn 9mm suppressor.
I think those 100 round stuffs only shows up when you get like when your rating goes up, which the game doesn't let you see. Like it's a hidden stat. I don't know why he hides it. Huh.
Okay, all right, I'm at the base. Let me go fill up my water and my food. Now I'll take a look at the map.
Yeah, I gotta. It's just funny that we were.
Okay, let's see. Discord. Can you show me your map again, Jim?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Let me. And I'm getting laggy frames. Wonder what's going on. It's funny that we were talking about this earlier, and luckily none of these cities are hooked up, so making changes right now is no big deal. So I got 4 cities between here and Chicago.
Okay, I can't see the names of the cities because my.
That better?
Okay, here's Dayton and Columbus.
And then Fort Wayne and Gary.
Okay.
And then if you go due north, there's Chicago.
That's not due north.
Well, it is in this map.
Okay.
Yeah, there's... Like I said, here's... If the map is like this, and you look at this, you go, oh yeah, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That is just like... Yeah, hold it at this angle, and it works. It's weird that it's like, well, you know, no matter what you do, if you come up with an angle, this will work. So at some point in time, I was doing something and, you know, just zoned out and screwed up the angles. And again, I've been using this map now for, this is episode 48. This is the first time I've been in this portion of the map to play it. So, you know, it's not like I've been saying the words or looking stuff up, or it's just, you know, first time over here. So, I mean, there's no reason to be, you know, Dayton, Columbus, you know, any of those. But if I had to pick 4 cities in a line, I mean, I could go, like, I see where Wabash showed up. So, if it's possible to do a simple name change and fix it, I'm open to suggestions. I mean, I'm honestly could just leave it. I mean, if anything, I could change Fort Wayne to South Bend or something.
Okay.
Just
So what you're saying basically is default orientation of the map is what you've got right now.
right now, default orientation of the map is what you see, and north is at the top.
Well, why can't you say that west is at the top? Because that's fairly accurate.
Well, because then when we come down here to New Orleans and the Mississippi River, all this stuff goes northish to St. Louis. Yeah. So the predominant direction is, it's just a question of if there's 4 towns in the way that I could use to at least be a little more accurate, because you don't go north from Columbus or Dayton. Well, you do. You go north from Columbus and Dayton to get to Fort Wayne.
In this map, you do.
Well, in the real world too, you just have to turn left at some point. At Lima, turn left at Lima. Actually, that's accurate.
Actually, I believe it's pronounced Lima.
Okay. Well, somewhere along there, turn left, and you'll get to Fort Wayne. Elkhart, South Bend. It's weird to pull up a map and not see Gary on it. Like, that's because of driving to Chicago. That is such a major place for me. You know, it's weird that it doesn't show up. But yeah, these two are backwards. And I just moved them when we were talking earlier. You know, the relationship of Columbus to the things you do when you're exhausted in the middle of the night. So this will be the 3rd time I've changed the name of these cities. And then I just got to come in and move this over more to the west. And then I don't know if there's just some other city on the way. Like I said, it's weird to pull up a map of, you know, Chicago. Like, here's Gary. Like, I have to zoom in quite a bit for it to show up. But to me, that's a huge city compared to, like, Valparaiso. Well, I could use Warsaw. I mean, I could just change it to Valparaiso. Fort Wayne, it's in the vicinity. If I move Fort Wayne over here by the steel mill.
Okay, the 2 Ohio cities that you showed were Cleveland and Dayton.
Columbus and Dayton.
Columbus and Dayton.
Yeah, so I'm just going to move Dayton over a little bit more to the west to separate the two of them because they shouldn't be this close. And then I'll move Fort Wayne over more. Put it closer to Wabash. Huh. Yeah, I'll do that. That'll sort of fix things slightly. Not by much, but at least gets things in the right thought. Because again, the problem is if I'm in Chicago, you're not the only thing in Chicago that's really a definitive is here's a lake. You know, after that, it's like, okay, will you go north to get to Milwaukee? Yeah. Okay, you know, and then there's Springfield and Rockford, and it's just... All right. I appreciate your help.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder why that, man, just, that is strange.
It's just funny stuff that happens.
Yeah.
But
it's not the real world. It's a gaming world. So I guess if you're trying to be geographically accurate, that's great.
I'm trying to be geographically close so that when I have a conversation like I'm heading north from Cincinnati to Fort Wayne, it's accurate. You know. Oh, you're on a heading of 360 or 0? No, I'm just heading northish, you know?
Yeah, northerly.
Yeah. North is the hobo travels.
Yeah, because you're right. If you do head northerly from Cincinnati, you do get Fort Wayne. In fact, there's a road that comes out of Cincinnati. It's US 127 that looks like it runs almost bolt straight north, and Fort Wayne is only 15 miles west of 127.
Well, then I've got things I got a couple things then to clean up, so that'll give me something to do.
I actually know it's more like 25 miles, but if you just call it northerly, you're not. Who can fault you?
The geography police won't come get me.
I hope not. Like, it's a game. The game generated the map.
Well, and see, that's the thing. When the cities were put down, I went around to all of them and I did just basic name changes of. Well, here's about what should be here. Like, again, here's the big 4 cities: Chicago, Milwaukee, St. Paul, St. Louis, and New Orleans. And then from there, it's a matter of just filling everything else in.
Here's an interesting